Hi, Jeff Sears, Northfield Road, 18 Northfield Road. I grew up in Arizona, loved guns, hunted, on the rifle team, and we used to go out desert shooting. I'm a gun guy from way back, but over the years, seen the carnage. A friend of mine was shot in the head and killed, a bright young kid on the football team in Georgia. Timmy Tarpley, his parents never got over it. Every year, 100,000 people are shot. For those of you who think that a gun's going to make you safer, I'm here to tell you that you're 4 times more likely to have you or your family shot by your own gun in your own house than shoot an intruder. Those are the facts. Other facts, since 1968, 1 million people have died in this country from gun violence. A lot of them shooting themselves in the head. So, all right, I'm not an anti-gun net. I just want this town and people to know the guns in your house are most likely to be used against you or against your loved one. If you own a gun, I implore you, and I beg of you for the sake of your children and the people that you love, to lock that gun up, make it safe. So the point I want to make about laws here, I do agree that some of them are already covered by the constitutional issues. DC versus Heller, state rules and regulations, banning assault weapons. There's a lot of the stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be in there. We don't need lawsuits against our town. I agree with that. But what I do want to implore is that an assault weapon rate assurance, I know there's a ban already in the state, but whatever we can do to get assault weapons, these are military-style weapons that shoot 30, 100 rounds at a clip, those have no place in any community, in my opinion. I like handguns, I like rifles, I like shotguns, but assault weapons should not, and nobody should have those except military and police. That's what I have to say.
My name is Christine Fulton. I live on Lions Plain Road. I want to echo some of the comments I made earlier, which is I lived in this town for 8.5 years. I've never been prouder to be a Weston resident than after the ordinance came out with these issues. Along with Ms. Egan, I am also working with the March. I am saddened to hear that the permit is not going to be required. One of you made the comment that the lives of gun owners would be in danger if permitting were made public. Well, what about the lives of my children going into a house where there's a gun that I don't know about? And I rely on, I forbid my children to go to some people's houses because I don't know the parents well enough. It's an issue. And what about my rights? What about my kids? So the other thing that is troubling to me is that in this town and in all towns, we have to register our cars, our pets, various things that we have ownership of. And a gun is, I have a puppy, I have to register it. It's not going to kill anybody. A gun can. And it troubles me to think that you can have a gun, in this town and not have to register it with anyone. That's it.
I really like speaking like this, but I just wanted to say thank you for being there. And I'm sorry that you were bullied because, I think discussion is so good and necessary. And I know for a fact that a lot of people never knew we had gun ordinances or anything possibly in the town. And now we're having a conversation. And there are so many people that I'm representing, whether it's flu-related or child care needs or whatever, that I think you also got emails from probably already that are supporting your efforts, even on that baseline, because we want our town to have a conversation. And we're not trying to hurt anybody. We know that you're there to try to make us safer, and that's what's most appreciated, the opportunity to have this conversation. And, a lot of people were a little afraid and intimidated at the fact that we seem to be targeted just for wanting to have this conversation. And it may seem like maybe the other side, if you will, it has a louder voice. But I'm sorry if that does come across, because there are a lot of residents who couldn't be here tonight or maybe don't feel comfortable speaking in this type of setting as a result. So just thank you, and I'm sorry again that you seem to be bullied.
Good evening, my name is Dawn Egan and I live on Kettle Creek Road here in Weston. I'm here to tell you on behalf of the March for Change organization that we're awfully proud of our representatives and our leaders for opening this discussion. You asked us, what is the community saying? What are the people in Weston saying? Well, I want to let you know that we have approximately, and we're estimating, up to 300 people ready to march on February 14th in Hartford to stand up to the fact that we want to see gun laws revisited and discussed and reviewed and updated if necessary. So we want to applaud you for opening this discussion here in Weston, and we're awfully proud of all of our leaders. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chris Reedon. I live at 10 Dartford Road West. I hadn't really planned on speaking today, but I just wanted to say that I've been in the town for 10 years now, and I've never been prouder. I think the decisive, principled approach you guys are taking is amazing. I hope that you don't back down on some of your initial positions, because I think this is not just a legislative discussion, this is a cultural discussion. And I think that by the town taking a strong stance, it doesn't prohibit state discussions about law, but it does send a signal. It begins a discussion, and it says that Weston stands for something. And